lower upper or higher middle market in the maybe $400,000 to $750,000 range. Many of the people that are filling jobs at the EDC is driving or looking for that kind of product. And as you guys know, a lot of that's being built now. So things are pretty rosy as far as that goes.
Yeah, I share your sentiment and see that as well. We've always been a very, very affordable area, and I think relative to the rest of the state and country, that will continue to be the case. However, happily, from my perspective, prices are starting to have a steady increase, which is nice to see. Again, I came to the area during that obscene boon of 0345 where it was not a steady increase, but it went straight up, and then of course it went straight and further down. So it's nice to see
our relative
a steady
affordability.
incline.
You're right. Our relative affordability is still excellent, and that is a factor in some of the large relocation projects we work on. They are interested. They know they're going to have to attract talent, and so they want to know that people, who are maybe living in Long Island, who are being relocated here, part of their willingness to go is driven by the fact that I sell my $1 million home, buy one for $500,000 in Brevard, it'll be twice as nice and half the amount of money. That is a very big driver
it's
of
very
that kind
attractive.
of activity.
That was one of the notes I had made was with regard to relocation. So the EDC, of course, is attempting to attract business to the area. Does it get involved? Does the EDC get involved in any way with assisting with the relocation, or do they simply advise?
It's not our main focus. Occasionally, on request, we have done it. We did a job fair for AAR Heavy Airlift Group back in 2011. We actually took lots of community people up there because that company made an offer to all its employees. We took realtors, we took home sellers, bankers, everybody to meet the folks up in North Carolina. We've done it, smaller versions of that, gone to California to try and assist companies to move employees. But many times they have their own people. And a lot of times they what they do is the people they want to relocate, they bring them to the community and they explore.
Right.
And when we're asked, we certainly would like to see them shown by a realtor.
To get Jean a pitch in, because Jean is always pitching the show and never pitching herself. Jean Newell with Waterview Realty Services is an excellent realtor who knows the area, has been here for many, many years.
Many years.
So if you're looking to relocate to the area, feel free to give Jean Newell a call with Waterview Realty Services. And Jean, why don't you give out your number, because you never do that.
Well, thank you. 321-480-1574. 321-480-1574. You can text or call me. And yes, the community, I moved up here in 1981 from Broward County, and it took me the first 3 years of living here when we used to type contracts, that's how far back it goes, on a typewriter. I was always into the first BROW because I was from Broward County and I never could get Brevard County on my typewriter to work right. So I was always typing Broward County. But it is a complete different lifestyle for sure. We were talking off mic about how different it is up here. The lifestyle really reminds me of back in Broward County, which is Fort Lauderdale area, back in the, 70s maybe. It's still a friendly place. The one thing that I always have to laugh at is that no one really honks their horn. You seldom hear a horn honking.
I know, I love it.
And it's like a shock if you hear. I don't even know where my horn is because I cannot find it, and I haven't used it for so long. You don't hear people honking their horn, and it's not a rushed type of a thing. So that was one of the things that I noticed when I first got here, that it was kind of a laid-back community, and it's people like Gregory Weiner from EDC that's bringing in those high-impact companies. Because one nice thing about Brevard, even though it was a pretty well shock to our system when they did the big shuttle layoffs, we don't rely on one particular thing. It's one of the top retirement centers for retirement communities for the military. Patrick Air Force Base is one of the top retirement areas. We have the space program. We have all of the high tech and the other satellite types of communities that support the space industry as well as others. But one of the things I wanted to ask you, Gregory, there was a report way back in 2012. It was a survey conducted by the Boston Consulting Group that more than 80% of Americans are willing to pay more for made in USA products. 93% say it's because they want to keep jobs in the U.S. We believe that Made in Brevard program will encourage further investment locally. Tell us about the Made in Brevard program.
Well, that was an EDC initiative designed to do a number of things. Probably the primary purpose was to sort of raise community awareness about what is actually made in Brevard. Brevard has the highest concentration of manufacturing of any county in the states. That was part of it. And then there was linking into that thinking, made in Brevard, made in America. It is a point of pride, and I think it's a theme that's had some merit. And given the new administration that's coming in, it may actually become a much hotter theme than perhaps it's been to this point.
Do they have? I know there's a whole directory on your website for the Made in Brevard.
Website. I believe it's madeInBrevard.com, and that is part of our website. You can certainly go to the EDC website and see the Made in Brevard. And so you'll see all the companies that participate in it. Once a year, we also do a little showcase where we invite many of those companies to come in. I think that's coming up in the early second quarter of 2017. They come in and show people what they make, and it's in conjunction with one of our quarterly meetings, and so we try and promote manufacturing.
Where would meeting agendas and such as that be?
On our website.
On the website, and the website is?
Yeah, just go to our website and you'll see all the meetings. You can actually register to attend most of them online.
Now, what is the website?
Yeah.
www.spacecoastedc.org. Or if you didn't write that down, you could just sort of Google Space Coast EDC and you'll find us pretty quickly.
Very good.
And you have something coming up on the 19th. What is that event?
We have a investor update meeting.
Is that not open to the public?
You have to register, but yes, anybody. You don't have to be a member of the EDC to attend. It's January 19th at the Main Street Pub in downtown Orlando. It has a theme, as most of our meetings do. This is kind of an unusual venue for an EDC meeting.
Yeah, over in Orlando. That's the first.
No. This is Melbourne.
You said Orlando.
Did I say Orlando?
Yes.
I meant Main Street Pub
Main Street,
in downtown
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
which is becoming like downtown
Yes.
Orlando, to the pleasure of many people, actually. But no, it is Main Street Pub. We're co-sponsoring it with 321 Millennials and the Space Coast Office of Tourism. One of the themes that the EDC has been working on is talent attraction, and we're partnering with these groups to sort of raise the awareness of this area as a place for millennials to come and build careers.
You made a comment just now that you don't have to be a member to attend. What constitutes being a member of the EDC?
We have various membership levels, from chairman's level, the other levels that involve seats on our board and patrons. Like most organizations, we have various membership levels, and it's done to encourage participation. And some of our committees require that you be a member. We're funded through two sources. One is membership revenue, which is private from companies of all sizes, from Northrop Grumman down to one-man attorneys and everything in between. We also have a service contract with the county to provide certain economic development services to the county. It's not exclusive in the sense that the county does economic development activities without us, but certain activities are directed by the EDC. And so that's an important part, frankly, of our revenue stream.
I'll tell you what, it's a great networking group because
that it is.
Anybody is at your event. So if you're starting a business, you have a small business.
Especially for small business, because you get, at our meeting, you can bump into, Bob Cabana from KSC or the guy who's running Northrop Grumman. You never know who you're going to see at our meetings. People that you would struggle to sort of meet. And that's part of the reason we do it. Our meetings are not all business. They usually have a social. In fact, the social element's usually longer than the business part, so people can network, meet people, build relationships, and hopefully grow their businesses.
Right.
How, if at all, is there a connection with the Chambers of Commerce?
Partner a lot with them. There's no direct connection. I think all of the chambers are members. We do partner on certain activities. For instance, Maine Brevard, we provided each of the chambers a relatively small amount of money to market this and work their communities to generate membership. Their economic development partners are in touch with smaller businesses. We have folks from the EDC who sit on some of their boards, and they're pretty active in the organization.
Very good.
And Greg, I know several times a year you open your doors and let the small business people come in and chat with
That's
you.
right.
Is there one of those events coming up?
Open Door for Business is what it's called, and our CEO, Linda Weatherman, runs one, and you can come in and sit down with Linda for 15 or 20 minutes and tell her what's on your mind, and I run another one, Open Door for Business, where you can come in and sit down with me, and sometimes, generally, I usually include some of my staff. And we work with businesses of all sizes. I mean, entrepreneurs who have ideas, who don't have business plans, who don't necessarily have a clue. We try and provide them some guidance all the way to, we have a program called Technology Docking, which one of the ways we promote that is through Open Door for Business, where we invite companies who have technical problems to come in and share it with us, and we do an initial screening. And if they qualify, we encourage them to apply for participation in that program.
That's cool.
One of the things that's spectacular about Brevard County is our school system. And I know, again, part of what brought me up here is I had young children at the time I moved up here, and the school system has been wonderful and best in the state. And literally the school my sons go to has been rated the #1 school in the state. So very proud of our school system here in Brevard. Do you find that benefits in what you're trying to do, develop a business here, or does that just a side benefit to those who end up here?
I think, anytime economic development decisions are never made on one single thing. They're made on multiple factors. And being able to generally win the line item for quality schools is a plus.
Yes.
So it clearly, has impact. But it's one of a number of factors. And we are proud of our schools. And when we're talking to companies, we do mention the schools because, frankly, Florida's reputation as a state educationally is not necessarily
It's not great.
as good.
Brevard County is very
Brevard,
good,
right.
and the state could use some work.
Actually,
Point
to
that
quote
out.
your website, it says Brevard Public Schools is a model of innovation and excellence and one of Florida's finest districts, ranked 3rd in the state with 98% of Brevard schools receiving a grade A or B.
That's impressive.
Very, very impressive.
Now, do you guys do anything to keep that going as far as getting involved with?
Well, we have dialogue. I mean, we do interact. We have sometimes gotten the, different projects have different concerns. We have actually worked on projects, especially for smaller companies, where the principals have children. We've invited school superintendents to sit down and meet with the people. So yeah, we do interact, and we do some educational things. There's dialogue about how we can improve the system, how we can improve the pipeline for the companies that are here, help high school kids find careers. Not everybody does get a 4-year degree anymore. It's expensive, as we all know, and quite frankly, with proper training and a 2-year degree, you can be making $70,000-$80,000 in the right manufacturing job, and as a psych major, spend the rest of your life looking for a job.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. Well, we know we have a lot to offer here in Brevard County. And again, we've been speaking with Gregory Weiner with the Economic Development Commission of Space Coast, from Florida Space Coast. Give out your contact information once again, so they can write that down.
Well, they can certainly call me on the phone, 321-638-2000. Or they can certainly Google spacecoastedc.org, and there's a staff directory, so you can get my contact information, learn about upcoming meetings, programs, and opportunities to become involved in the EDC.
We thank you so much for joining us today. And Carolyn Wolf with Certified Mortgage Planners, please give out your information once again.
Okay, I'm at Certified Mortgage Planners. My license number is 268-538. I can be reached at my phone at 321-795-9103, or you can always email me at carolyn@floridalendingpro.com, and the website is the same, floridalendingpro.com.
All right, and Jonathan Lack. You have so many businesses. Which one? Pick one.
Well, I typically give out the Lack and Lack Chartered Attorneys at Law, but we do have Waterview Title and Waterview Realty. So any real estate needs you have, feel free to give me a call at area code 321-953-5115, or you can check us out on the web at lacklaw.com, or our new revised website of waterviewre.com. That's as in real estate, waterviewre.com. So if you're looking to check out the Space Coast, check out waterviewre.com.
Thank you so much, Gregory Weiner, Carolyn Wolf with Certified Mortgage Planners, and Jonathan Lack. And we just want you to remember to join us on our Facebook page, and that's Your Hometown Solutions. So until next time,